Permit test. Questions 3 Karimen written test practice. When attempting to overtake vehicle A, vehicle B may cross the center line. False. A vehicle proceeding in a lane where there is a yellow solid line must not cross the center line to overtake. When opening the door of the vehicle to get out, first open it slightly while checking the safety to the rear, and ensure safety before fully opening the door. True. Opening the door slightly is a safe method because such an action alerts other traffic. A driver must maintain a safe distance between his or her vehicle and the vehicle ahead, taking the weather, road and tire conditions, and the weight of the cargo loaded into account, so as not to collide with the vehicle ahead if it stops suddenly. True. A driver must maintain an appropriate distance, taking the stopping distance into consideration. The signal to be given when moving into traffic at or parking at the left edge of the road is the same as that given when intending to move into the lane to the right while traveling straight. True. The same signal is required as when a vehicle is changing to the right lane. When passing through a railway crossing, it is advisable for a driver not to shift gears and proceed straight through the crossing in the gear used when starting the vehicle. True, shifting gears should be avoided in order to prevent the engine from stalling. When the hand signal shown in the figure is made, the traffic proceeding in direction A must stop at the designated position. However, the traffic proceeding in direction B may go ahead. True, the hand signal has the same meaning as a red light for traffic proceeding in direction A, and as a green light for traffic proceeding in direction B. Passing too close to or cutting in front of a regular vehicle that is displaying a sign indicating a novice driver, senior driver, learner driver or physically disabled driver is, in principle, prohibited. True, such actions are prohibited unless these actions are necessary in order to avoid danger. When a traffic signal turns green but the vehicle ahead does not move, a driver may sound the horn so as to urge the driver of the vehicle ahead to start. False. This is an abuse of the car horn because the driver is not sounding the horn to avoid danger. When passing a vehicle stopped on the road, a driver must ensure safety, slow down or maintain enough space between his or her vehicle and the stopped vehicle, and anticipate that a door of the vehicle may suddenly open. True. This is anticipation of possible dangers and is a required action for safe driving. On a road where there are no vehicular lanes designated, automobiles may proceed anywhere to the left of the center line of the road. False. Automobiles must proceed on the left side of the left part of the road. A pavement marking shown in the figure indicates that there is an obstruction on the road ahead. True, the pavement marking indicates that there is a safety zone or an obstruction on the road ahead. When being overtaken by the vehicle behind, it is safe not to increase speed and give way until the vehicle completes overtaking, regardless of the type of that vehicle. True, it is safe for both vehicles if the vehicle overtaking can overtake easily. On a road where the road and the sidewalks are not separated, vehicles must slow down when passing near a pedestrian. False. Vehicles do not need to slow down when there is enough clearance from a pedestrian. Where there are warning signs as shown in the figures, a vehicle must proceed while sounding the horn. False. A vehicle must not sound the horn unnecessarily. If the brake pedal is depressed several times, the brake lamps flash, which serves as a signal to drivers behind. As a result, it can help prevent a rear-end accident. True, it is advisable to depress the brake pedal as a signal to vehicles behind. On a road with 2 lanes in each direction, all types of vehicle must proceed in the left lane and keep the right lane free for vehicles overtaking or executing a right turn. True, on a road with 2 lanes in each direction, vehicles must proceed in the left lane regardless of the type of vehicle. The 3 keys to driving are identification, judgment, and execution. Among them, execution is especially important and deeply related to causes of an accident. False identification and judgment are especially important and deeply related to causes of an accident. On a road where there is a traffic sign as shown in the figure, automobiles and general mopeds may proceed at a speed of 50 km per hour. False, general mopeds must not proceed at a speed exceeding 30 km per hour. Where there is a traffic sign as shown in the figure, vehicles must stop immediately before the sign and check for safety. False, the position to stop is immediately before a stop line or before an intersection where there is no stop line. Vehicles may execute a right turn from a vehicular lane where there is a pavement marking as shown in the figure. False, the lane is for vehicles proceeding straight through and making a left turn, so vehicles must not make a right turn. A driver must carry his or her driver's license, including learner's permit, while driving a vehicle so as to be able to present it at any time. True, driving without carrying a driver's license is prohibited. When overtaking a vehicle proceeding near the center line for executing a right turn, vehicles must pass on the right side of that vehicle. False, vehicles must overtake a vehicle proceeding near the center line by passing on the left side of that vehicle. When there is a streetcar stopped where there is no safety zone, a vehicle must stop behind the streetcar until all the passengers finish getting on and off or finish crossing the road. True, it is dangerous to pass near passengers getting on and off where there is no safety zone. Vehicles do not have to stop immediately before crossing sidewalks or side strips if no pedestrians are present. False, whether there are pedestrians or not, vehicles must stop immediately before these locations. A driver must not drive a vehicle assuming that everyone on the road behaves perfectly. Rather, he or she must always anticipate the possibility of danger. True, a driver must check safety enough to prevent accidents caused by overlooking and mistaking things while driving. At a traffic signal as shown in the figure, automobiles and general mopeds may execute a right turn unless a 2-step right turn is designated for mopeds. True, automobiles may make a right turn. General mopeds may also make a right turn unless a 2-step right turn is designated. When making a right turn at an intersection as shown in the figure, a general moped must proceed straight ahead from point A to point B, turn to the right and proceed straight ahead when traffic signal "See ahead" turns green. True, as there are 3 lanes in each direction, as shown in the figure, general mopeds must make a 2-step right turn. The designated maximum speed on general roads is 60 km per hour for regular passenger vehicles, but 50 km per hour for regular trucks. False. On general roads, the designated maximum speed for regular motor vehicles, including passenger vehicles and trucks, is 60 km per hour. A road where there is a traffic sign as shown in the figure is closed to large-sized trucks, specified medium trucks, and special heavy equipment. True, the sign designates that the road is closed to large-sized trucks, specified medium trucks, and special heavy equipment. Driver's licenses are classified into 3 types: the first-class license, the second-class license, and the mopped license. False. Driver's licenses are classified into 3 types: the first-class license, the second-class license, and the learner's permit. At a place other than an intersection and where there is no pedestrian crossing, bicycle crossing, or railway crossing, vehicles must stop 3 meters before a police officer or traffic warden who is giving a stop signal. False. The position to stop is 1 meter before the police officer or traffic warden. A steep downward slope is suitable for overtaking because it is easy to accelerate. False. Overtaking is prohibited because of the danger that a vehicle's speed may become too fast on a downward slope. When executing a right turn at an intersection where there is a pavement marking as shown in the figure, automobiles must slow down and proceed following the arrows. True, the pavement marking designates that automobiles must proceed immediately inside the center of the intersection. Automobiles must make a right turn by following the arrows. When moving into traffic from the edge of the road, it is not particularly necessary to signal if the driver makes sure there are no vehicles approaching from the rear. False. A signal is necessary as a vehicle is changing to the right lane. While driving, it is good for a driver to take a relaxed posture, looking straight ahead and leaning lightly against the back of the seat. True, such posture is appropriate to ensure sufficient view and minimize fatigue. When changing the vehicle movements during driving, a driver must signal and continue signaling until the action is completed. True, a driver must give a signal until the action is completed in order to alert other traffic of his or her action. Any type of vehicle must not proceed on a road where there is a traffic sign as shown in the figure. False. Vehicles specifically permitted to proceed, including those that have obtained permission from the Chief of Police, may proceed. When a driver approaches a pedestrian crossing and is not sure whether or not there are pedestrians crossing, he or she must reduce speed enough to be able to stop before entering the pedestrian crossing. True, this is a necessary action in order to not endanger crossing pedestrians. If one drives without carrying a driver's license, it is regarded as driving without a valid license, even if he or she is licensed. False. Not carrying a license is a violation of traffic regulations, but is not regarded as driving without a valid license. When there is a flashing yellow traffic light ahead, vehicles must slow down and proceed. False. Vehicles do not have to slow down but must proceed while paying attention to other traffic. In the situation shown in the figure, the vehicle must slow down at the point shown by. True, the vehicle must slow down because traffic on the cross street has right of way. When approaching an intersection except roundabout that has no traffic signals and the two streets are the same width, a vehicle must not obstruct the progress of a vehicle approaching from the right. False. A vehicle approaching from the left has right of way, so a vehicle proceeding on the cross street must give way. When giving way to an emergency vehicle, a vehicle must move to the left side of the road even when proceeding on a one-way road. False. On a one-way street, a vehicle may move to the right side of the road depending on the circumstances. Reversing is also prohibited where there is either or both of the two traffic signs shown in the figure. False. These signs prohibit U-turns and vehicle crossing but do not prohibit reversing. A driver may select any type of clothing for driving as long as he or she is not naked. False. It is advisable for a driver to select clothing that will not impair his or her ability to control a vehicle. Even when proceeding on a road where the vehicular lanes are designated by a yellow line, a vehicle may cross the line and change lanes so as to execute a left or right turn. False. A vehicle must not cross the yellow line and change lanes even when executing a left or right turn. A vehicle must not execute a left or right turn at an intersection where there is a traffic sign as shown in the figure. True, the traffic sign designates that a vehicle may only proceed straight through. Making a left or right turn is prohibited. Overtaking the vehicle ahead when that vehicle is attempting to overtake another automobile is double overtaking. This type of overtaking is prohibited because it is dangerous. True, overtaking is dangerous. Double overtaking is even more dangerous. A driver needs to check the safety to the rear not only by using the rearview mirror, but in some cases also by checking the side where there may be danger directly with his or her eyes. True, a rearview mirror has a blind spot, so a driver needs to check safety directly with his or her eyes. The pavement marking shown in the figure indicates that there is an intersection ahead. False. The marking indicates that there is a pedestrian crossing or bicycle crossing ahead. Questions may include the following pitfalls. Please be careful of these pitfalls. Must not proceed on the right side. Must proceed on the right side. Misreading the sentence may lead to an incorrect answer. Read the question thoroughly and carefully. May cross the center line into the right side of the road if XXX is 6 meters wide. False. May cross the center line into the right side of the road if XXX is less than 6 meters wide. True. Those who have a regular driver's license may drive a passenger vehicle with a seating capacity of 11 passengers or less. False. Those who have a regular driver's license may drive a passenger vehicle with a seating capacity of less than 11 passengers. True. A regular motorcycle with an engine displacement of 125 cc may proceed on an expressway. False. A regular motorcycle with an engine displacement over 125 cc may proceed on an expressway. True. Numerical values are often expressed with XXX or more, y or less, over, or less than. Watch for whether the indicated number is included or outside the range. A driver must give a signal for changing lanes about 30 meters before starting the action. False. A driver must give a signal for changing lanes about 3 seconds before starting the action. True. A position to stop is 3 meters before a police officer. False. A position to stop is 1 meter before a police officer. True. Parking is prohibited within 5 meters of a fire alarm. False. Parking is prohibited within 1 meter of a fire alarm. True. Remember designated numerical value in order to answer correctly. Cargo height of a large-sized truck must be up to 3.8 meters from the cargo bay. False. Cargo height of a large-sized truck must be up to 3.8 meters from the ground. True. Overtaking vehicles is prohibited at within 30 meters before and 30 meters after a railway crossing. False. Overtaking vehicles is prohibited at a railway crossing and within 30 meters before one. True. Don't be too absorbed in the numerical value. Read the sentence thoroughly and carefully. Must slow down on a steep upward slope. False. Overtaking is prohibited on a steep upward slope. False. Must not park or stop on a steep upward slope. True. Questions regarding a steep upward slope may be pitfalls. Be very careful. There may be other pitfalls. Work hard and fully understand the textbook so that you don't make mistakes because of pitfalls. Put your thinking cap on when answering questions. Thank you for watching. Please like, comment, and subscribe. See you in the next video.